evening once again from the Celebration Diaries. I'm back in the kitchen making a homemade pizza. So I thought I'd show you what I have going on here. First, I rolled out a pre-prepared pizza dough. You can get Pillsbury. I actually bought the Amazon brand. I ordered everything from Amazon Grocery, and this was the Amazon brand pizza dough. You pop it open like a can of biscuits, you roll it out. I'm gonna take a fork and poke some holes in it now. And we know what that sound means. The oven is preheated. So I just took a fork and poked a bunch of holes in it to give them some air. I'm gonna put this in and I'm gonna par bake it for maybe 5 minutes. So here it goes. And this is gonna be my cheese mixture. I have, okay, first of all, Amazon pizza sauce. We're gonna see how that tastes on our pizza. I have the whole milk mozzarella. Now this is delicious. I prefer the whole milk mozzarella. I don't know how you all feel about it, but they also sell, of course, this 4-cheese pizza blend. I got some of that. I have the fresh shredded Parmesan for the end. And then I have this bag of thick cut mozzarella from Aldi. I'm gonna take my semi-baked, 5-minute baked pizza crust out, and I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on the bottom. Now that's a Chicago thing. Start off with a layer of cheese, then the sauce. And right here, our next layer is gonna be this. This is mild Italian sausage, ground Italian sausage. I got it at Publix. Sorry, I know I said everything came from Amazon, but it obviously didn't. I had this in the freezer. I thawed it out and I crunched it in the skillet with my Pampered Chef ground beef cruncher. I like it really fine. That is also a Chicago thing where you don't get the big giant chunks of sausage on your pizza. I like the finely ground sausage. It's what we had when we lived up north, and you know how you get used to a thing. And then I also just sauteed a little bit of green bell pepper and a sweet onion chopped up in there. So we have that, and then I'm going to use a can of mushrooms. Typically I would use fresh mushrooms, but I'm cooking a roast for the week. I'm doing a little bit of meal prep this week, and I had a box of Baby Bella mushrooms sliced fresh, and I used them in my roast, and I forgot about the pizza. So I got a can of mushrooms. I'm going to use those. So what's going to happen is the crust, then some cheese, then the sauce, then this layer, then a little more cheese, pepperoni, and well, I'll put some mushrooms in with this, and then cheese, and then pepperoni, and then a final layer of cheese. And when I know it sounds like a lot of cheese, I'm not going to do a ton of it. I'm not going to do an inch thick on every layer. There's just going to be, a moderate amount in between. But honestly, with pizza from up north, there was always a good amount of cheese. We loved our cheese on our pizza in Chicago. So I will show you more of the semi-finished product when I get this pizza crust par baked and out of the oven. Okay, we're back. Do you see how that pizza crust is just slightly golden brown? That is what I like to do. I call that par cooking because I don't want it to be doughy in the middle. It's sort of a thick crust. My pan's not huge. It's a 9x13. If I spread it out thin, you wouldn't have to do that, but then I went ahead and I put my mushrooms in with my meat mixture, my Italian sausage finely chopped, and I threw in a handful of the freshly shredded Parmesan. It wasn't really freshly shredded. I got it in the bag, but okay. So I'm gonna start topping this. I'm gonna do a layer of cheese, like I said, right onto that crust, then the sauce, then this mixture, then another layer of cheese, pepperoni, and top it with cheese and bake it. So I'll show you the finished product when it's done. Here's a sneak peek in the middle phase. So as you can see, I have the dough on the bottom. Under the dough, you can't see my little light layer of cheese, the whole mozzarella style, and then the sauce, which I will say this Amazon, I know it says savor. It is good. I had a quick taste of it. It was delicious. Great pizza sauce. And then I put my very finely crumbled mild Italian sausage, green pepper, onion, and mushroom mixture. Spread that all over. And then I just spread some of the 4 cheese pizza blend. Now I'm going in with the pepperonis, my final layer of cheese, and it's going in the oven at 425 for, I'm gonna guess, about 20 minutes until everything's good and warm and melty and gooey. And there it is, getting ready to go into the oven. Okay, I'm gonna take you over here and show you another meal that I started working on this afternoon. I was actually just doing some meal prep. Of course, it's Saturday night. We're gonna have some homemade pizza. But I was gonna make a roast, like a chuck roast or pot roast with potatoes, green beans. This has fresh onion, these are where the fresh sliced baby bella mushrooms went. And potatoes from the garden even is in this crock pot. I was gonna have this tomorrow for Sunday dinner, and then my mother and I were talking because it's Mother's Day. Now, of course, Gene has to be at Disney tomorrow. That is a huge day for brunch, and with him being a chef, he is needed on property. So it's okay. I'm used to it. You know, you celebrate the holidays when you can, and when he gets home, we'll have a good time. But for now, I will take my own mother out for lunch after church. So we're going to go out here in town after church for lunch. So I already had started this Sunday dinner in the crock pot to have ready just to reheat tomorrow, but I'm going to cook it anyway. I'm going to put it in the fridge. Show you a little bit more. Ooh, that's steamy. Oh, the potatoes, I believe, are done. Oh, yes. I just pierced the biggest ones, and they're definitely done. I'm going to take these up. I'm going to take these up, and I'm going to put a little pat of butter and just sprinkle a little salt on them and let them cool off before I put them in the fridge to be eaten another night. How exciting. Hold on one second. All right, I placed the potatoes in a Pyrex, and I put a few pats of butter around and sprinkled some Himalayan sea salt. I even tasted one, and Gene came in from the garden. He was out there watering, and he came in and he tasted one. Now, the bigger potatoes are from the store, but the smaller ones are actually from the garden. So we shared one of those just to see what they would taste like, because it's our first crop. Delicious, very earthy, very, very good. Just like you would expect a true garden potato to taste like. And going over to show you the roast. So this is just the roast with, I made it with a packet of brown gravy from the store, a cup of water with that, and mushroom and onion with it. So it feels fairly tender. I'll take a wee taste of it. It's very, very hot. Oh yeah, that tastes really good. It's really tender. It's very lean. It wasn't the biggest chuck roast on the planet. I was almost a little disappointed when I got it from Amazon, but I thought, well, and my mom even said, well, it looks really lean, so it's gonna have a lot of good meat on it, and it did. And then Gene had brought in these, another Happy Meal bucket. We're putting these to good use in the garden. Look at another little zucchini, tomato, some beans. I want to do some beans and carrots with this, but I don't feel like doing it tonight. I might do it tomorrow and have it ready for Monday. For now, I think I'm just gonna put all this, let this all cool off and have it ready for the fridge. Oh, let me take you over here. The pizza came out of the oven. Had it in there about, I'd say 17 minutes. Look, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna cut it and we're gonna do a taste. I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, we've taken a piece out. There it is. Well, in the middle of Gene's taste test, the phone decided to die. So I have Sir Nicholas here with his salad and pizza. Let's see. He already took a bite and told me he liked it, but he'll take a bite for you guys. It's so good and cheesy. Hot. I think it got hot and it flipped over.
It did, Mom. I got hot and flipped over, but you know, it tastes really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. My mom's here at the table with us eating. And I'm gonna finish my plate and I am heading upstairs now. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm gonna take a shower, wash my hair because we're going to church tomorrow and then we're going out to lunch for Mother's Day, like I said, and I'm going to watch Outlander. I have a new episode to watch tonight, so that'll be the rest of my evening. So signing off, have a magical Mother's Day and evening.
Yeah.
Bye, friends. Well, thank you for joining me today, friends, as we baked homemade sausage and pepperoni pizza and homemade pot roast. I truly hope that you enjoyed this show, and I hope it made your mouth water. Have a wonderful weekend, friends, and I can't wait to see you again on the next episode of the Celebration Diaries.